All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, Shifty Industry. We are here to close out part 2 of another fun-filled episode.
Lots of laughs.
You may have noticed that we did invite Matt back from his time out in Ohio.
They let me come back. I don't know why.
He was on his best behavior for part 2, so we have him back. Myself, Timmy, Maddie is here. Patty is off on his annual devil hunt. He's out in the the Pine Barrens of South Jersey, looking for the
Jersey Devil,
looking for that 13th child. It's terrifying work he does in his off time, but
everyone's got a hobby, right?
Yeah. If you stuck around for the close of episode 1 a couple weeks ago, you would have had the pleasure of meeting Mike Sartain, aka Chops. He is back, and he is going to give us some updates on his very special event that is happening on August 27th in Underground Atlanta. Welcome back.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me back. And we have just been continuing to kick ass. And we have now got just sort of all the nuts and bolts sort of in place as far as, getting our merchandise through customs and working with all the artists that are going to be joining us all over the globe, from Ukraine.
How much of a pain was that, getting all that stuff shipped over here through customs?
As my friend Georgie tells me, pretty fucking hard, dude.
Yeah. Customs, I know, are no joke.
Yeah, we thought we were going to have them a lot sooner, but as it turns out, we'll probably have them maybe a few days before the show. But
nice.
But we're gonna have Georgie, as I said on the last episode, Georgie's a pretty funny guy, and he was like, he's like, I have a very pretty girlfriend, my friend. Should I just put the clothes on her and then send you the pictures?
Yes. Never be the model.
Yeah, and I was like, you absolutely should. So we'll be able to show you guys like what the merch looks like, and even if you can't make it to the show, even if you guys are all the way up there in Charleston and just want to watch it, excuse me. You can buy tickets online, and we're going to be live streaming it, so you can actually watch it, and you can buy some of this really cool, like, handmade merch that was made in the Ukraine by my buddy Georgie and his family. I actually got a text message today. I've been super busy with some family issues, which actually all worked out. My best friend's dad had a little bit of his brain got a little preachy with him, and he had to go to the hospital, but he's fine. And
good.
But I've been just kind of working on that. So I've been kind of away from this for a little bit. But yeah, like now, I've been talking with Georgie again, and today he and his dad went out to Nikolaev, which is one of the really war-torn cities in Ukraine, and they demonstrated with the Ukrainian military this technology that we're working to help to build. And so I'm going to get that over to Tim, so you guys can post that and see what it looks like. But it's going to be rad. We're going to have a good time. We got lots of cool art. It's August 27th in Underground Atlanta at Mom Said It's Fine, otherwise known as Mike Stasny's place. Joining me will be my best friend in the world, Kelly Blackman, writing partner, bandmate, as well as an old bandmate of mine, Bo Bedingfield, who is now in the Wydells in Athens, Georgia. So we're gonna have a good time, y'all. Come on down. And if you don't want to come on down, or if you can't come on down, then hit the QR code and watch us online, and get you a T-shirt or in something, and we'll make sure it gets to you.
Yeah, if you go back to part one of this episode, you go in a little bit more detail about where all these where the benefits are going. Maybe give us a little kind of a quick recap of the technology that you guys are taking these donations and applying them to.
Sure. So this is it's basically an autonomous power charging machine, and like we talked about in the first episode, um, a lot of these sort of smaller towns that are not covered as much in at least our news media are just getting absolutely sacked, and they have no power. So they've been given by the Ukrainian government this technology called Starlink, which is in as I understand it, some conjunction with Elon Musk. I don't I don't know exactly how much he has to do with it, but it is a really useful piece of technology for them. But if they don't have any power, they're unable to use it, obviously. So this thing will charge any gadget, any phone, any computer, any kind of device. It comes with they can even heat water. Like you can plug like
Oh wow.
yeah, you can plug like a little water heater into it, and so like you can heat water and make tea or coffee, and
So
you
they're
know
sort of like portable generators almost,
pretty much, yeah.
rechargeable.
Yeah, well, they're solar powered.
Okay.
So they actually like they figured out a way, and when I get this video to Tim, you guys will be able to see it a little bit more clearly. But they're actually just sort of able to fold this thing up, and sort of transport it along, and it looks like I I know people at home or people who are listening can't see, but you guys can see. But it's smaller than this guitar amp right here.
It's
You
like
know,
a moderately sized suitcase.
yeah, and it's got it's got 250 ampere batteries inside of it, so it's powerful. Um, and so you can charge multiple devices at a time with it, and you can travel with it. And so yeah, like when I send you guys this video today, like I mean it blew my mind just watching it, because like I said, like my buddy Georgie and his dad, they went to the front line today, and
Wow.
they gave yeah, in Nikolaev, which is they got hit pretty hard, um and you know you guys will post the video, and all the listeners will see it, but it was amazing for me to see that these soldiers were just instantly using this thing, and getting their devices back up, because
Nice.
like if it's not in this device, it doesn't exist, it's not happening, and
Mhm.
so um it's great for the military, and it's great for people who are in these towns who have just been absolutely devastated, and you know uh I made a comment last time on the first episode of just saying that, like my power went out here, and Georgia Power had the shit back turned on before I even woke up, but they can't get trucks in. It's raining out
Mm.
there, it's monsoon season out there. The roads in towards these small towns are not easy to travel. So even just networking and figuring out how to just do the basic stuff, food, water, not to mention like talking to your loved ones, and communicating with them and making sure that everybody's safe. When the phone dies, you're fucked.
You're cut off.
Yeah. And so this device will put a stop to that.
So Do you guys have a goal to raise, like dollar wise, that you're aiming for, or a number of devices you want to try and send over? Like, do you have like I said, do you have a goal set,
Um,
or
our
just kind of as much as you can?
our goal is to not stop.
Okay, so
And
you're gonna. This is not a one time event. You're gonna kind of keep rolling.
well, if we get what we want, like we're hoping for maybe 5. They cost about $2,000 each.
Okay,
And
Well,
and
you get
honestly, that's less
yeah,
than I thought they would cost, to be honest.
yeah.
yeah. Well, you guys are definitely off on the right foot. I mean, you've got just in the last couple of weeks, I've seen we've been in correspondence, and I have seen some of the kind of the back and forth, and it just seems like the response so far has been overwhelming. And I can't think of a better cause. And you guys have definitely got you've got the talent lined up. You've got so much cool stuff going on. Again, just to recap, August 27th, Mom Said It's Fine, Mike Stastny's place, Underground Atlanta. What time does the event start, Mike?
It's going to be at 8 o'clock in the evening. Well, the doors will be about 8 o'clock in the evening.
Awesome.
We'll get going whenever.
And we're going to post all of this stuff up on all our media outlets. Like you said, flyers, information about the show, QR codes so you can get more information where you can get your tickets to the event and hopefully be able to donate even if you can't make it to the event. So that we're also going to try to get some of this other stuff up on our Patreon page. We're going to do as much as we can. So I'm curious to know, are there any, we were talking about before, is there any updates as far as, are there going to be any food trucks rolling through, or does anybody have any, or are people just going to be making some stuff and bringing it along to the event?
Well, I was talking to my buddy, my good buddy Mike Stastny, the owner of Mom Said It's Fine, and it's probably hard to understand, but underground Atlanta is a weird fucking place, man. Uh, and there's a lot of kind of sort of uh, issues as far as having vendors out there that
Uh-huh.
you have to deal with. So right now, we're really just looking at just having homemade stuff come in.
Good.
Um, and we'll
Potluck and music.
add some Kiev cake. I don't know if you've looked at the Kiev cake, but that shit is a pain in the ass to make. Uh, but
No, I heard you guys describe it. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'd listened to the last one, and it intrigues me. How do you spell it?
well,
Kate.
you can do it Kiev or you can do it Kyev. But yeah, it's sort of like a custard, flaky kind of. I mean, it's absolutely delicious.
It
Um,
looks really good.
yeah, it's
So is this a Ukrainian dish? I'm assuming.
Yep, this is the staple dessert of the Ukraine. This is kind of how they identify, and like the Ukrainians, like even when it comes to making dessert, they don't fuck around.
No, this looks good.
They don't fuck around with much. Well, if anything, all of this is food for thought, and we'll get people thinking about it. We'll get people talking about it. We'll get people out to have a good time, and get these folks the much needed help that the help that they need. I think what we're going to do, Mike, is we're going to close out part 2 of this episode with 85 off of the Kovalenko sessions. Got any background on that one? I know that your friend Kelly there helped you out on that one, yeah?
Yeah, my friend Kelly, my writing partner, my bandmate, brilliant singer, harmonica player, Kelly Blackman is on that one. That one's about my daddy, and I lost my dad. I knew you when I lost my dad, Tim.
Yeah.
And it's really about you know, my parents divorced when I was 2 years old, and they always, you know, when I go to visit my daddy up there in Greenville, South Carolina, we would always meet in the middle, at this, literally at this Burger King, in Commerce, Georgia. And so that route was 85, and out, you know, up out of Atlanta, Interstate 85, which will take you all the way the fuck up. And so it was about just sort of me, like my feelings as a kid, you know, like kind of getting used to that and being like, all right, you know, I'm gonna be you know, with my new family now, you know, or, you know, and then I come back to this one, and so yeah, that's what it's about. Just sort of those journeys. I always noticed that, even you know, whether they were with my mama or they were with my daddy, you know, they were always just kind of quiet, those journeys.
Mhm.
And it was you know, it was every other week. So that's what that song's about. It's just sort of riding up Interstate 85 and just thinking about all that stuff. And you know, Tim, as you know, I lost my dad um unexpectedly, and so yeah, I wrote it for him.
Well,
Nice. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
you're doing amazing work, my friend. And keep at it. It's been a real pleasure over the last couple of weeks, a few weeks to kind of touch base with you and hear about all the cool things you're doing. And yeah,
Likewise, brother. Yeah.
we're gonna keep rolling. Like I said, Underground Atlanta. Mom said it's fine. August 27th. We're gonna keep blasting this stuff in your face, so you guys can get out there, and if not, you can donate. But we're gonna roll out. It's been great to see you, brother. I love you. And we're gonna roll out
Love.
here with 85 off of the Kovalenko Sessions.